Hey there, it's Keely, and welcome back to my channel. So today I wanted to make the inside out emotions in The Sims 4. So with the new movie coming out, I believe in June of this year, I wanted to go back and make the key original emotions. So then once we get closer to the movie and they kind of release some more teaser images about all the other emotions, we can go back and make the new ones as well and create a sim. So we're gonna make Joy first based on those blue eyebrows. So I was kind of messing around with some of my, CC eyes and everything like that, and just kind of, throwing some stuff around, nothing too crazy. Since they're all like cartoon characters and things like that, I tried to imagine them as Sims. Some of them I made closer to their actual outfits, and some of them I got a little bit more imaginative. The um, like quote unquote female or more feminine presenting emotions. Um, it was able like okay, so if you're not a stranger to casts in The Sims, you know there's way more like feminine options in The Sims 4 for clothing and things like that. So I was able to get way more creative with those characters than with like anger and fear, just because their outfits were kind of boring. You know what I mean? Like I wanted to give like fear like a houndstooth shirt or something like that. Um, or like some type of pattern. And there's really just not that many options. So here we go, picking some things for Joy. So obviously cheerful. I did a family aspiration, a charmer, or generous, excuse me. I'm thinking about like the infant or the toddler trait, and loyal. So I went through and tried to look for some different things. And I originally just put down emotion, and then later I just ended up randomizing them. I tried to find last names that were like at least for most of the emotions, like the same letter as their first name, but I just like didn't do that for Joy for some reason. But you know, as per usual, once this video goes live, you can find these emotions on the gallery, so you'll be able to download them yourself if you want. Now, granted, because they have CC, you'd have to click that option. I wanted to use this dress here, but it just seemed kind of boring. Like, I don't know, it was pretty close to the dress she has in the actual like pictures and stuff, but I wanted something more fun. So I really liked this one with the butterflies and the different colors. So I kind of went with that. Of course, we're not keeping the red boots. That's just not her at all. So I toyed around with a couple different ideas to try to find what I liked the most. If you hear any background noise, I think someone near me is like having a party or having a good time, so good job for them. But yeah, that's what the background noise is, I think. I could be wrong, but that's what I'm thinking. So I had her like blue and yellow, and she likes, optimistic Sims, doesn't like pessimistic Sims. She likes compliments and all that kind of stuff. All kind of things that you would like if you're Joy. You don't like being mean, you don't like rude interactions, you don't like things like that. So I did some fun makeup for her. This is in a different save file, so I didn't have all of my like preset favorite lipsticks and stuff ready, so I had to like go through and mess with some of the sliders. But there she is. I thought she turned out pretty cute. All right, so on to our next sim. So if you already know the hair color, you already know who we're making. We're making Disgust. So I wanted to use this hair because she has more of a like a straight bob, but some of the bobs in the game I just don't really like. And I like this one. It came out pretty recently. It's a free item, I believe. Yeah, I think it was just added in a free update. And I love the like light green, dark green highlights in it. And it just looks really sparkly, really shiny. So I was like, oh, I have to use this hair. So here I am kind of just editing her face a little bit, trying to figure out what kind of eye shape I wanted to use. Nothing too crazy. Just kind of moving some things around, giving her some details. All right. So I gave her that she wanted to be a world famous celebrity and squeamish. And then the other ones, I thought, okay, let's do jealous maybe. And then I tried to think about the other one that I wanted to use. I thought about snob, but I think I end up changing that. I'm pretty sure I change it. Maybe not. But yeah, so once I went in here, I said that she liked egotistical Sims and liked gossip, and obviously green. So I randomized last names for like, oh, I guess not that long for her, because I found one. But now we go on our hunt for green outfits. So most of Disgust's outfits, like her outfit is green and then she has some like purple accents. So she has like a little scarf, but there's not really something equivalent in the game, and you'll see me kind of search for it later. So that was kind of a struggle. And honestly, the selection of green items in this game is very disappointing. Like, I don't like any of these. I don't like any of I wanted them to match her hair, and I don't like any of them. They all sucked. So I was really disappointed. I kind of liked that one. It was okay. So here I'm looking for that. I was like, okay, maybe I can find like some purple stuff. And I was like, oh, just not. Just kidding. And then I found that and I was like, but that's not really the right color. So I kept it for now, but it wasn't a mainstay. It didn't stay for a while. It was just there for a short time, not a long time. All right. So yeah, here I am looking for some more stuff. I was like, all right, maybe I'll do like some leggings or something. And I was like, I don't like that either. So I had to try to be creative. All right, let's see what else we got. I thought maybe about using that, but I didn't like how that looked either. I just couldn't get what I was looking for. You know what I mean? Can you hear that background noise? I hope not. I kind of like this, but this didn't really fit her like vibe, so I was like, I don't know if we're gonna stay with that. Probably not. So I wanted purple shoes to match like some type of purple accessory, but I wasn't having a lot of luck with that either. So I was like, all right, what if I combine a shirt and like a skirt to make like a cute kind of combo? So then I looked around for some green skirts to find one that I liked. I was hoping that that came in some cool swatches, but it did not. Spoiler. So then I found this skirt and I was like, all right, I guess it's fine. The pattern one. I was like, all right, I guess it's okay. It was kind of like the best thing I could find since I wasn't having any luck with the pre-made like combos. Again, like I said, I wanted purple shoes, but I was kind of striking out on that one. Either they were like ridiculously like magenta, like pinkish purple. So I was like, oh, okay. The search continues. So I just gave up. I was like, all right, let me find something else. Is there anything else I can use for her like necklace? So I ended up just going with a regular necklace, and then I was like, all right, we'll just find some purple makeup and we'll go with that. I was like, all right, okay. So I ended up giving her white shoes instead, little flats. I tried out a couple other hairs just because, like I said, that was the first one that came to mind. But I was like, all right, let me try the other ones, give them all a benefit of the doubt. But none of them were quite the same as the first one. I really liked that one with the green highlights. I just thought it was really fun. All right, so we're kind of finishing up Disgust. I had to give her some purple nails, of course. All right, on to our next character. So next we're gonna make Sadness. So I had to go for the blue hair again. Just kind of doing some editing, nothing too crazy. It's crazy to think though, like how long ago the movie came out, like the original Inside Out movie. And I feel like recently there's not a lot of new creative ideas for movies and things like that. It's just a lot of remakes of previous movies. And obviously, Inside Out falls into that category. However, one thing I do like about the fact that they are doing this sequel is that it kind of makes sense. So bear with me. A lot of other sequels or prequel movies, there didn't necessarily need to be another one. There wasn't, not always, sometimes it's based on a book series like The Hunger Games, where there's like a next one in the series that you need to cover to make a movie. But a lot of times they just make one just to make one. Like Toy Story 4, nobody needed that. We didn't need that. I personally did not need that. Um, so but for this, it kind of makes sense with the story. Like the story ended, but there was somewhere to go. The whole idea was, growing up and emotions and things like that. And it kind of hinted at the fact that, her growing up and going through puberty and becoming a teen was like the next step in the story. And it just makes sense. It just kind of makes sense to kind of follow that natural progression and have kind of the story be explored in like the next age group. So I think that's a really good idea for a sequel, and I will definitely want to go see the movie. But yeah, let me know what you guys think about the comments. What do you think about the sequel? What do you think about movies in general with like the ridiculous abundance of sequels? And what do you think about the first movie? So, anyways, as I was talking about that, I put in some of traits for traits for sadness. So I did unflirty, I did bookworm, and gloomy, obviously, and then I had her do writing as her aspiration, since Joy always had her like read the manuals and do like all the like clerical stuff, and like so maybe she'd take a liking to reading. Now, because her outfit was pretty basic and just kind of like a sweater and some like slacks, I was like, all right, we'll follow that for her outfit for this. So I kind of searched through looking for some pants and a couple different iterations to see what I liked the best. I also went back and changed one of Disgust's traits too. Did you catch that? I was just so busy going off on my rant about movie sequels. All right, so I'm looking for some shoes for her. Obviously, she likes blue, and she obviously likes pessimistic Sims. All right, our next character, see if you can guess who it's gonna be. You might be able to, you might not. At this point, it's too early. There's only two left. It has to either be anger or fear. So it is gonna be, drumroll please. I believe it's going to be fear. So you would have known if it was anger, because anger is gonna have red hair. But anyways, yeah, I wasn't gonna give fear purple hair. Fear has like two strands of hair anyways in the game, the poor thing. So I did socially awkward as one of the traits, and then I also ended up kind of looking through here to see what else I could select from. But definitely socially awkward was another one I wanted. I said non-committal just because um, fear doesn't like, I guess, yeah, doesn't like, I don't know. Now that I'm thinking about it, I guess you could change that if you want. I wasn't really sure what else to put. Because, like, normally somebody who's non-committal doesn't like to stay in something for too long, where fear kind of doesn't like new things and changes. So that kind of doesn't make any sense. But um, maybe fear doesn't like to be tied down. Fear doesn't want to have to fear doesn't want to have to continuously watch the terrible, crazy dreams where Joy comes in and like scares the crap out of him, like that one part in the movie. Let me know in the comments what other trait would you give fear? I just did erratic just because the poor thing is like he's always just stressed out. Um, and he's just like talking to himself like, oh well, this could catch on fire and like we could just die of embarrassment and then like this could happen and this could happen. This is the worst case scenario. But yeah, what other trait would you give fear? Let me know in the comments. You could download it and you could change it. And I also did like Renaissance Sim because fear wants to be good at a bunch of different things to avoid, like any type of catastrophes. Alrighty, so now we have anger, of course, with the red hair. So as we round out the end of this video, I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope to see you back again when I make the newer characters. So like anxiety, I think what is it? Anxiety, ennui, and then there was one more. I'm trying to forget. I'm trying to remember because I forget what the last character was. As we get closer to release, I'm sure that they will say more about that. So stick around because I will have to talk about that and we'll make those characters too. So for anger, I said that he liked red, that he liked arguments, hothead, mean, and I said evil too, just because, you know, he's ready to literally burn down anything in his tracks. So there's anger. Now for the outfits, like I said, nothing too revolutionary here with the poor male slash masculine cast items that are severely lacking in The Sims 4. But yeah, in general, that's his outfit. I hope you enjoyed this episode, and here are a rundown of a bunch of different characters. But yeah, bye everybody. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.